Hey Emily, have you been watching the new season of Abbott Elementary?
Of course. Have you not been? You must be living under a rock. I mean, this is the season where we finally learn how Janine manages to stay so chipper.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, let's just say the episode is titled Smoking.
What? Maybe I do need to catch up.
Absolutely, but don't just take it from me. Here's Sydney and AK with their thoughts on the new season so far.
Take it away, y'all.
Hi, sneak peekers! Abbott Elementary, the hit ABC sitcom, returned on February 7th, 2024. Today, we're going to give you our thoughts of the new season.
The show returns with a shorter season as a result of the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes from this past summer. To make their return, Abbott Elementary introduced a new storyline for the camera crew, saying they were robbed in downtown Philly and had to raise the money for new equipment to come back.
The season is now in full swing with special guests, comedic cold opens, and heartwarming lessons from our favorite teachers. So far, I have been absolutely loving Season 3. Now that we have 2 seasons behind us, we know our ensemble group of teachers inside and out, allowing for us as an audience to explore more of their stories. This season, we have been able to move beyond just the school walls and out into their personal lives even further.
Like Sydney, I've been absolutely obsessed with the return of Abbott for Season 3. I binged the first 2 seasons, so it's the first season that I'm getting to watch live weekly, and it truly feels like hanging out with my friends every week. These off weeks, though, are driving me crazy. I can't stand not seeing the gang on a regular basis, but I am grateful that it is allowing the shortened season to last a little bit longer.
At some points, I have found some of the storylines to be a bit unconnected, each episode not flowing into the next as naturally as before. However, as we get to know these characters more intimately, I don't think we really need to rely on these arcing plots as much. One recent plotline I have been enjoying is Melissa and Jacob's roommate setup, and I am excited to see how the two continue to become best friends.
Something that I've always loved about Abbott is the ability of the show to uplift a wide range of voices and to celebrate each character for exactly who they are. The ensemble is incredibly strong, and as we make it further and further into the show, I am only more and more impressed with the pairings and their care for one another. Specifically within the Season 3 episode Breakup, where we saw Ava rally behind Barbara after she was overlooked by her church choir. Seeing Ava take the time to fight for Barb and listen to her beliefs was the perfect dose of the heartfelt core that makes this show so special.
My favorite episode so far this season has been smoking. After a student is caught smoking, the staff come together to revamp the outdated drug policy, while Janine tries to prep the new substitute, you might see her from TikTok, for her class, but finds it challenging to give up her former role. What I loved about this episode was how together all the cast felt. The whole episode, you see them riffing off one another, the comedy coming from them knowing each other so well as an ensemble. Plus, Jacob jumping into the trash can for his vape will never not crack me up.
I think about that scene all the time.
Yeah.
Now, if you know me, you know that I may or may not have originally started the show due to a flood of Gregory and Janine edits on my For You page. And let's just say that the slow burn is slow burning this season. At the end of Season 2, we watch Gregory and Janine finally admit their feelings for one another, only for Janine to take a step back in order to finally be selfish for once. I personally was gutted, but I was proud of our girl. But when Season 3 opened, it was clear that a lot more awkward moments had passed between the two. In the Season 3 premiere, we find out that Ava has secret cameras set up in Gregory's room, and she shows us footage of Janine asking Gregory to finally start something between them. But he says that he had closed the door on the idea. Watching the two try to return to normal has been killing me, and each Season 3 moment between the pair has me going absolutely crazy. When the slow burn finally actually slow burns, it's gonna be over for us all. I truly believe that they have the capability of becoming the best sitcom couple of all time.
I have to agree, and I have also loved getting to see Janine advance her career at the district. However, I have missed her at Abbott. A lot of the comedy comes from the characters interacting with one another, and with Quinta missing, I have felt a hole in the cast. While Janine visits the school frequently enough, I would just love to see again the day-to-day work interaction she had with the rest of the cast.
Yeah, with that all being said, I am slightly Janine and Gregory deprived this season. Like Sydney mentioned, there's a massive hole at Abbott while Janine serves her year at the district. Although I love how it challenges her character to grow and stand for what she believes in, I am bummed that she isn't always at the school with the rest of the squad. I will be relieved when Season 4 comes around and our girl is back where she not only belongs, but truly thrives.
There have been insane guests this season. I love seeing Keegan-Michael Key on the show. I have been a longtime fan of his comedy, and seeing him in the role of superintendent was amazing. It took me back to the Key and Peele sketch, A.A. Ron, and I love seeing him back in this academic setting. even if it was for budget cuts. I also must add, Karan Sony was the perfect sneaky link for Jacob, and I love seeing them interact with one another. Also, Bradley Cooper, come on.
Just insane. Overall, season 3 has made me just so incredibly happy. And my only complaint about this season is that it's wrapping up in a few weeks. What am I gonna do without seeing my besties every week? Guess I gotta return to my fan edits and maybe rewatch a season or two.
So far, I have to give this season an 8.5 out of 10.
And for me, I give season 3 an 8 out of 10 too.
What do you think? If you've been watching Abbott Elementary, let us know your thoughts on our socials at Sneak Peek TV. Now, back to the hosts.